I don't know yet, guys. I'm facing a specific way because of a specific reason. It's in the title of the stream. It's very specific. Let's do a speed test. It says right here, I don't know if that's visible. Okay, let's do a go on that network. And we're getting 110 megabits a second down. And that's my reflection. Let's see what the upload speeds are like. Ah, 10 megabits? That's not bad. It just needs to contribute a little bit. Because if you look at the Bella box now, I'm getting well, it says disconnected, but I'm getting contribution from everything, I think. Yeah. Contribution from AT&T, Verizon, Starlink, and 600 kilobits on T-Mobile because I ran out of data. Now, what if I turn this way? I'm still monitoring the... Is Starlink immediately going to get a big drop? Yeah, I think I lost my connection on this thing. Yeah, I can't see it here. Oh, it reconnected. But I don't... Okay, I have to turn off my Wi-Fi on my phone because I think it's going to cause more trouble. Yeah. Let's go back to Stream Buddy. Okay. You got the half a second of last stream again. Oh boy. Beggars and Walk Sean, original Grant. Oh, let me. I have to do a split screen. Hold on, because I want to be able to monitor everything. Hold on. Ooh, Starlink's down at 2 kilobits. Okay. Well, whoa. The seagull scared me. Let me turn around and see how fast it takes to reestablish a connection on Starlink. I'm just curious now. Like, if I'm facing the other way, with back to the water again, how fast is Starlink going to reconnect and contribute to the kilobits? Not too bad. It started again after like 10 seconds. Okay, I have to keep saying hi. Hold on. Yeah, if I have to face... Well, the good news is I have to face... My back should face north. That's the best view. So if I'm facing south towards the ball, if I'm far enough south, I should be okay. Hopefully. We're going to find out today if I have enough service. Anyway, who else do I see? Leon, Ambrose, Septic, Andy Diaz, Lost Ted on Twitch, Lennon Graham, Florian Schwartz, Sebastian Ecavaria, woo, James Fletcher, Nova Rain, Victoria Morrison. We're in the future, Tim. Sukur Hassanov, hello. Abby UK, hi. Liz OC on Twitch, hello. Oh, I'm leaky. Chris, Marie, Sam, Natty Murillo is talking about the Grammy Awards, okay. Tiny Two Nut on Twitch, hello. Narelle is here. Frank, Starlink, hello. Starlink did a launch a few hours ago. Well, I heard they're like doubling the amount of satellites they're using for Starlink in like the next year. So hopefully we'll get even more coverage, but we'll see. William, we're back. Sarah H, hello. Dazzlepants, hi. Greg Wright, Bucky, hi. Kylie Gill, afternoon. I'm in the stars now, boyos. I don't know. I started saying boyos. I don't know why. I heard someone say it in my youth, and all of a sudden it's back in my head. I understand it's not all boyos. It's just I'm using it as a gender-neutral term. Anyway, I just think it sounds funny. Let's go, boyos. I haven't been using Prism for over a year now, Lizzo. Not over a year. Jason Freeman's congratulating us. I walk with Elon, I guess, strapped to my back. Now, I'll have to... Let me see if I can show you how this is looking. Okay, let me snap this on. I'm going to de-snap my... I don't have my stick today. I left it at home, I hope? Yeah, I don't have my stick, so I got to do this a certain way without breaking anything. So, let's see. I have to hold this a certain way. there I am. If you look at my back, is that visible? There should be a Starlink right there on my back. I don't know if that's coming through, but you'll let me know. Okay. It's on my back, boyos. Yeah. Priera, hello. Mitchie, hi. Frank Benlin, very spacey. Dallas is cooler than us right now. Interesting. The sun has come out. Yeah, this is the Starlink Mini. I sure doesn't say kick me. Yeah, I wish it wasn't a bright white surface. I imagine there's a reason it has to be that color. I don't know. But now we're going to start walking. I'm going to slowly monitor. I turned off the Wi-Fi to my phone on the Starlink because I don't think it's going to be consistent. It's going to keep causing me to disconnect. So I'm walking now with a Starlink on my back, and I'm still getting connection. I'm still seeing the bit rate. Again, my Starlink, if you could read this, is the .44 one. So it's still contributing quite a bit. But we're going to Times Square. We got to see how it works in Times Square. It's not going to work in between the buildings. Yeah, it's already dropping now. Anyway, the whole point of this is not to be so much while we're mobile, but to help us when we're more stationary in busy scenarios. You know what? I'm going to cross here because I think it's still closed over there. Yeah, to help us in busier locations, like for the parades and New Year's and July 4th potentially, but I don't think I'm going to be here July 4th, so I can't do that one. However, there might be an alternative stream. We'll see. RJ, hello. Ludo, Gino. Oh, the equipment is attached to my bag. Hopefully it's secure enough, but I do have a Starlink on my bag, and let's see how this goes. I'm going to keep watching it. Oh, heat dissipation. Yeah, you're right. If it was darker, you're right. Tampade64, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Oh, we're live, and we're on Starlink. Not contributing right now. I gotta get my gloves on. I was like, oh, it's so much warmer now. Oh, it's starting to contribute again. And I'm just walking. I'm walking west. It's a low contribution, but it's still contributing. And it's also not something I would want to keep on. I would have to keep the battery bank for the Starlink in my pocket and then plug it in when it's needed. Because if it stays on with the current battery bank, it'll only last 4 hours. So this is while I have all the battery banks in my backpack right now. In real life, we're gonna have to use it sparingly, and also I'm not gonna have it enabled. I'm just gonna pause the service during months when I'm not gonna need it. So there's also that. Mo Gnome, hello. Bryant Sports and Entertainment, hello. No, let me start walking. I don't know why I didn't turn there. Well, I want to make a right and walk up First Avenue, I think. It's contributing about 600, 1,000 upload right now. It's backing down because I changed direction, I think. Yeah. Neuralink. Plug it in directly into my brain. All right, getting my gloves out. I changed my batteries in the gloves too and charging the other ones. It turns out these gloves take similar batteries to the other ones, so I'm able to plug in different ones, so which is great. I can always have a set charging at home and then be ready to swap. Because these batteries, for some reason, that's the worst part about charging. Heated gloves, I mean, is charging the batteries. For some reason, they tend to be very slow charging. Any hoodles. Starlink. So, okay, so now Starlink is facing south on my back, and it's contributing like very little. Okay, it disconnected again, it seems. Only works outside. It works by the East River. I hope it finished all its updates because I didn't see anything else about updates right now. I mean, I have the 50 gigabyte plan, and I'm gonna disable it whenever I'm not using it. So that's the plan for the plan. I don't know. I think we're popping out of the Kips Bay area now. To my left, there'll be more Murray Hill, but I don't know if we're technically venturing into Midtown East, but eventually you will get to Tudor City, or I think Turtle Bay is another area around here. I don't know the exact delineations of those, though. Who else do I see? Strawberry Fields. Did I say? I didn't say hi again, right? No, I'm just losing my mind. Hello. Scorpoon on Twitch says, wasn't the right light red for you back there? Doesn't matter. It is no longer, while it was questionable before, it officially has been announced that jaywalking is not illegal in New York. That doesn't mean you can go play in traffic or run across the street in front of cars that are actively moving. That's just dumb. But you never really had to wait anyway, but at least nobody can be targeted now. So you've been shut down, Scorpoon. Shut down. Mom Gnome, welcome to the outside virtually. We're testing a Starlink on my backpack, Strawberry Fields. Origin Story has a Starlink Mini as a backup internet upstate. Nice. Yeah, I think it seems very affordable now. Even the unlimited plan's not that expensive. But and the great thing is you could pause at any time. So if you only needed as backup internet, you could have it paused most of the time, and then just turn it on if the internet ever goes down. How much is Starlink? Yeah, Bagels and Walk Sean has always been messing around saying, I'm going to end up with a satellite dish on my head. Well, you were wrong. It's on my backpack. We got open house today for luxury studio to 3-bedroom rentals at 685 First Avenue. Wonder how much three bedrooms are in there. A lot. All right, since we have more people in the chat now, I guess I'll give you another demonstration of the Starlink. The problem is I hope I don't mess up with my... It is contributing a little bit right now, even though I'm not in perfect view of anything. Okay, it's not contributing anyway, but let's see. So I'm gonna stick my phone back up there. I'm gonna try to clip this off without... And then try to carefully turn it without disconnecting. There I am again, angry as usual. And then turn to my backpack. There it is, on my bag, strapped to my thing. Okay. All right, let's go west. I just like to buy new tech toys. That is very true. This is definitely helpful in my apartment search. Oh, do they, Strawberry Fields? This looks like a nice building. I think I knew somebody from work who somehow lived there and may still. Because I remember in some of their video and backgrounds, like, it was very nice. I was like, where is that? They told me. How many streams can you do with 50 gigabytes? Well, the thing is, Starlink would never work in New York as a primary connection for streams. You move around too much. There are too many buildings. It only works as if you have it in a certain aggregate collection of connections. So it's connected via Ethernet to my BellaBox setup, and whenever it gets a signal, it just starts contributing again, and BellaBox can tell when it has internet. and it just adds it to the mix. No housing updates. It's looking like we'll throw in a few offers, but I think we're going to end up renting. We're not even stressing about it anymore. I think I'd prefer renting at this point because nothing is ideal right now. It's probably better to rent for a few more years anyway and save some more for a down payment. So that's the ideal situation. Let's see. Paul Lesnar, hello. It does look like a tablet. It's very white and bright, though. Rajabul, yes, it's the Elon Musk Starlink Mini. They have nice amenities? Nice. Is Starlink available in every country? That I'm not sure about. I guess you could always go to the Starlink website and try to order it, or they have probably some sort of information on that on Starlink.com. Learned helplessness. Fries-eyed chatter, welcome back. Victor, it is amazing. Yeah, it is water resistant, yes. I think IP67. No hat today. It's warmed up. It's warmed up. Barack, hello. Yeah, buying in a hurry is definitely bad. Like, so we'll submit offers to the places that we would feel okay in. Like, we'd be happy with in any one of these places. And not, with the added benefit of not having to worry about rent changes. Yeah, there could be assessment and maintenance changes, but at least I don't have to negotiate with the landlord every year or two. Or a management company, which is even worse, I think. But if it doesn't work out, rent it is. Quizmaster, thanks for the follow on Twitch. The world may implode, you're right. QZ13 in Moscow. Is Moskvy, привет вам. So I'm actually getting decent contribution by Starlink in the back walking west. I guess because what happens if I turn around right now? Because I guess it's pretty open back there. Yeah, as soon as I turn around, well, let me see, does it reconnect pretty quick? Yeah. Well, no, there it goes. It dropped substantially. Okay. Yeah, it died off. Okay. Understandable. Am I using an external power source? Yeah, I bought a cable off Amazon that is a barrel jack, which is what's in the back of the Starlink, to a USB-C. And it runs off a power delivery capable power bank. So it could put out enough wattage for it to run. Have I talked to Tom from Walks on Wall Street about a place? I think his stuff is too rich for my blood, as they say. Too rich for my blood. Ah, there we go. See? It's all available on the internet. Bagels and Walk Sean did the work for you. Superman is back. What type of gloves do I use? I think I forgot to fix the description, but they're supposed to be Sabo Heat. S-A-B-O on Amazon. The Starlink, when I got it, was on sale. There was a New Year's Christmas sale. A New Year's Christmas sale, so I think normally it's almost $600 USD. For this sale, it was $449. And the internet plan is $50 a month if you get 50 gigs. And then you can pause it at any time. So I'll pause it immediately after this. And then, yeah. I think it'll still run through the rest of the month, because you pay the $50 and then you have it for a month. Yes, Murphy, it's how I backpack. I'll show you guys more as we get in. Unexpectedly. Boxable, it's a foldable house and affordable. And where am I going to put it here in Manhattan? Scorpoon wants a shady alley. So people... that's probably more like Chicago and other cities. We don't really have alleys, at least not Manhattan. I am running out of technology to test. The one thing that I don't know that we'll ever get enough bitrate or resolution for is 360 footage, 360 lives, I mean. Because for it to be crisp, it's going to need a lot of bit rate, and it's going to need a lot of data. Rhea Stricklisel in Nuremberg. Sorry if I messed that up. Well, I know I messed it up. Sorry. Yes, exactly. This is only a sometime solution. We're testing it today, but we want to know if it'll even work in Times Square. Like, I'll find a spot to stand, and I want to see if it works. Plus, I want to see if it works along 6th Avenue, like by Central Park, so that, like, for the parade next year, I hope we can go to it. But yeah, because I may have to work next year on Thanksgiving. You know, if that happens, I'll still try to do the parade, but there's no guarantee that I'll be able to. Oh, where am I here? I should cross. There's way too much going on the construction side there. Okay. The Miss Cleo network. Soon. A Tesla phone? Didn't they make a Tesla phone at some point? Or am I misremembering completely? Buy a lot somewhere in Manhattan, huh? Grumpy miserable girl, welcome back. When you pause it, you no longer have to pay a monthly fee. So you own the hardware if you pay for it, which I did. I think you could rent it too, maybe. But I own it, and I can turn it on whenever. If this doesn't even work in Times Square, if I don't get a signal anywhere, then I don't know that it's worth it to keep at all for me. I could still just return it and save the money. Providence's alleys. Yeah, we don't got them. We're very close to Skynet. No, I mean, it's not that crazy on my back. It is very white. I wish I could put it inside a darker container because I feel like it's just so bright. Stream with Google Lens, huh? So the whole stream is not on Starlink. It is contributing periodically to my connections, though. I have BellaBox, which is bonding 4 connections right now, and Starlink is one of them. Right now it's contributing a little bit, not much. Uh, 60 FPS isn't that good for me. It's double the bandwidth, and it's darker in low light, just by nature. Uh-oh, I don't know if that music's gonna cause us trouble. Let's cross the street real fast while we have the light. Eric Lindman with a $2 super chat for Elon and his money. Thank you, Eric, for your support and for supporting Elon through me. Say, can it be both strawberry fields? Jim Walker's watching with great interest. I mean, so what I'll do, I think, when we're standing in Times Square, I'm gonna try to, if I get a good signal, I'm gonna disable all the other services and just see what happens if it's Starlink alone. Because that's what'll happen with the ball drop. It's only gonna be Starlink contributing. The best part about my setup, though, is that the integration is ideal for Starlink. If you're using Starlink as the sole source, or even as it has a built-in Wi-Fi router in it too, so you can just connect to it as if it's like a hotspot. But if you start moving around, you can't do much. If you drop, you drop. So you have to find a way to bond connections. Moblin will do it, or Moblin, however you want to call it. BellaBox, maybe some other ones. I don't know, like, I'm trying to get back to the correct side, but having some trouble. There's still quite a lot of people here. Frogman, hello. Yeah, I'm just like behind again Strawberry Fields. I don't know what's happening. But I live in an RV. Yeah, it'll probably be very, very good idea for baby commuter stability to move into an RV in the city. I mean, I know people do it, but just not in the city. It's not a dig at RVs. If there was a proper place to put it, you could make it a very livable situation, but I mean, not here. Not here. There was a Tesla Explorer 9 smartphone. Yeah, that was like many years ago, wasn't it? All right, I gotta I can't catch up to the chat if I'm stuck in the sea. Why would they? Because the walk shine. It probably illuminates with a woods lamp. I'm probably glowing now. I got the radio waves coming off me. The Bella box is connected to the Starlink. Yes, it's one of the contributing connections in my Bella box. So if you look at my screen here, the first one, let me see if you can see it. The first one is AT&T, Verizon, Starlink, which is 0 right now, and T-Mobile. Thank you, Roger Gould, for the subscription. Has New York been on fire? And I know there was a fire in the Bronx in the apartment buildings. Hopefully everyone's okay there, but I don't know what else is going on. California's what's been on fire recently. House hit is underground, unless you go to another borough. Hello, Salesman on Twitch. Hello. It will not work inside a building. Oh, somebody dropped something, but they helped them. Mikhail Tal 98, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Yeah, there you go. Bakers and Long Sean put out the little snake of connections. Camera, Bella Box, multiple connections, Bella Box Cloud, home server, YouTube. And home server also multi-outputs to YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and Rumble for whatever reason. You're in India. Awesome. Thanks for the follow and welcome. Donna Dykeman, good evening. Could Starlink work good and smooth for working gaming? So apparently it can. And I think some airplanes are actually equipped with Starlink internet. Apparently Elon is has been boasting about how he's in the top 20 Diablo 4 players, and then he got into Path of Exile 2. But then somebody watched him actually talk about some of his stuff in Path of Exile 2, and apparently he has no idea what he's talking about, so he's either using somebody else's account or he paid somebody to run up his character to something, because he was saying items that are low level compared to what he is, but the actual rarity of the item and stats are insane. Anyway, Panda Girl, hello. Doing okay. How are you? Is it heavy? It's not that heavy. It's pretty small. It's like the size of a little bigger than I don't know, dimensions of a sheet of paper, just thicker. So 8 by 12, maybe I think it's more like 10 by 12. 10 by 12, and I think it's 1.4 inches thick at the thickest part, which is the middle, where the connectors are. But it's not that heavy. Sandstone Poet is surprised it's not snowing. Why? I think they're actually taking down the shops though at Bryant Park. Since we're here, maybe I shouldn't have crossed this way. I should go back to the other side to go to Bryant Park. I think the light's actually red now. Let me see if I can sneak it through. Yeah, I can. Let's do it. It does look like an iPad, yes. It's used in airplanes, boats, rich people toys, yes. I don't know what its pricing was before, but at its current state, it's not very expensive. The thickest part belt collection. You got some good ideas, Strawberry Fields. Donald Dove, thank you. You too. Yeah, I thought they kept the Winter Village open longer. I never really saw what the Curling Cafe and Bar looks like. I guess this is it. they still have curling going on. So this is the curling cafe and bar, and they have little domes. Interesting. Thought Travel has Starlink Mini on a pole in the backyard. Works fine to connect things on that side of the property. See, sometimes it works. I mean, I don't know if you could have probably linked up to your main network somehow with a cable or some sort of a directional extender, but hey, whatever works. No, they're a bit more south, Melissa, so I think they're okay over there. If countries are on waitlist vlog, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm assuming it wouldn't, but it all depends on what's in the sky, right? You might just not be able to order, but if you bring it with you, in theory, I guess it could work because it's just satellite based. And they have like 6,000 up in the sky. Cold cuts power everything. But I'm pretty sure the skating rink will stay up. The skating rink should stay up for a couple more months anyway. I think until March, but I guess the shops that come down are mainly the outside ones, and I believe the food ones by the skating rink will stay, including the lodge and that other Winter Village tent in the back. So I think this stuff is going to stay. Oh, you just had everything going wireless with the Starlink? Yeah, Starlink has its own built-in Wi-Fi router thing. James Fletcher, I'm glad you're enjoying. We've done a 4K stream in the past, but I figure it's not needed for everyday streaming. But if we're gonna have this Starlink, maybe I'll even do 4K for the parade and New Year's if I'm not working. Oh, they tore down the chalet though. The chalet was really nice, but they tore that down. That's too bad. The fountain's still frozen. It's above freezing now, though. The fountain's still frozen. I don't know what a BMX tour means, Sandstone Poe, but as long as everyone is safe and you're not interfering with traffic, should be fine. Is Starlink better than others? Are there other options? Is there anything else that I can put on my backpack and get internet? Let me know. What is that? Was there a Nightbot? Was there a Nightbot? Oh, you added a merge thing. Okay, cold cuts powers everything. Got it. I just saw a blank thing. It's powered by love. Yes. Right now, it's actually contributing like 400 kilobits, even though I'm standing in a weird spot. I'm just not moving. Maybe that's why it's good. All right. I guess we're gonna. Oh, we gotta check on Planet Hollywood. Elon won for now. All right. When I started moving, though, of course, we got reduced connection, but it still reconnects pretty quickly. So the goal right now is to get to Times Square in that direction, and then stand in a spot where we would potentially watch the ball drop from, and then see if it establishes a connection. And if it does, I'm going to turn off all the other connections in Melobox and just see what happens. So be prepared for the worst. I mean, they'll have to figure that out, right? If we ever colonize another planet and we want to interface back with the Internet of Earth, it takes a long time to send signals even to the Mars rover. Doesn't it take like a day for them to get the Mars rover its next set of directions to move around? So unless there's a substantial bump in technology, even the speed of light takes minutes to get there, right? It takes minutes to get to the, from the 8 minutes from the sun to the Earth, light energy, right? Photons. Anyway. Gigi, good evening. Ruslan, hello. Be prepared for the worst inauguration collection. Uh-oh. Topical. Oh, you mean you're gonna, when you say BMX tour, you say you start at the bottom of Manhattan and try to make it to the north side. Oh. I mean, that should be doable, especially if you go along the Hudson River. There's a whole bike lane that essentially goes all the way from the tip of Manhattan at the south end to the top end. So that if you want to go that way, you could. But if you want to do it in the streets, it should be possible too. As long as you're a bike and you're going with traffic, there's no problems as far as I know. But what do I know? Nechi Oaxaca has redeemed an IRL word ban on Twitch. I cannot say photons anymore. Thankfully, that was the last time I'll say it. And I don't say it that much. That's an easy one, I hope. But now that I'm thinking about it, I bet I'll say it. Crowd697 has a satellite option, AT&T with an iPhone. So satellite options with phones, I don't think you can get great stuff. I think it lets you send a text message as like a last resort when you're in the in the woods with no service. Chosen Harmonies, hello. Hopefully you're okay out of California. Laura, yep, we're testing. Mars delays 13 and a half minutes. So it looks like the menu is up, or something is up on the Planet Hollywood thing. So we're gonna look and see what's this is, I mean, I can't say I remember what the menu was at Planet Hollywood 30 years ago, but it's probably gonna be a very standard fare, like diner food, kind of. Well, let's see, they got what, dumplings, garlic bread, prime rib sliders, buffalo wings, cheesesteak empanadas. They got 1991 Planet Hollywood icons. Oh, they brought back some ones that were available from 1991. Chicken Crunch. Okay, that's chicken tenders apparently. Nachos Grande, barbecue ribs, and LA lasagna. And then a bunch of burgers and sandwiches, some entrees, which fish, steak, etc. Okay, let's keep moving. Actually, was there a quinoa option? Is there a quinoa anywhere in there? I don't think I saw any quinoa as a side or anything. No, I don't see it. Quinoa is not available at Planet Hollywood in 2025. Weather's better today. It's warmer. Didn't see it yet, Christian. Probably wait till it's on streaming. Wow, Altadina's gone. That's terrible. I hope everyone got out. Sheila, thank you. Glad you're enjoying. Best restaurant NYC? Huh. It really, I think people ask a lot about the best food and stuff, and it's hard for me to say. Because it really depends. I feel like there was some point where 11 Madison was one of the best restaurants, but that's again based on the fancy food reviews and Michelin stars and all that. I think there's multiple bucket drummers on both sides right now, and there's just all melting together. There's still quite a lot of people around here. Not as cold. No, Allie, good evening. Why would I go there over Sbarro? You're right. Which one? Which avenue? Towards the train? They want you to take the train, right? They want you to take the train, the C train. I think the entrance is like across the street. There should be a subway entrance. Yeah, see where that street is? There should be a train there. Yeah, a C train. Yeah, I think over there. Yeah. It's really hard to give someone directions. Right there. It's very loud. I'm trying to give them directions. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. All right. Hey, Dynamite Twins here. A verdict on the Starlink. Everyone, check out Dynamite Twins streaming on, I think, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, right? I'm here in Times Square to test Starlink now for what I would want to use it for, and that's like the ball drop. So we're going to find out. Yeah, gosh. Oh, man. All right. Oh, hopefully I gave them the right directions. I think they need to take the C train. I'm pretty sure the C train is available over there. Usually it's on 8th Avenue, right? I don't know. Hopefully they can walk. I think there might be like a tunnel or something. I don't even know. Or the is there a shuttle train? I don't even. Once they get to the subway, it should be easier. Anyway, okay. So let me just stand in some random spot. Let's say we're right here under the ball. Did they raise the ball again? Shouldn't it be closer to the numbers? Hold on a second. Did they raise the ball? Why is it so high? Shouldn't it be just above? Anyway, all right. So where we're standing right now, Starlink is getting a signal. It's contributing about 1,400 kilobits. Is this a rerun? It is not a rerun, Cabbage Man, 007. Okay. Bravo, check my purse. I don't have a purse. I do have a backpack, though. Okay, so I'm going to go a little farther, and then what we're going to do is we're going to disable all the other connections and then only enable Starlink just to see what happens. It's probably going to break, but if it doesn't, then that's good. I mean, it is pretty open to the sky in that direction. If I can... a lot of times we stand at 45th Street or 46th Street.
You cannot do it.
That's very safe. All right, let's stand right here for a second. Turn around is what I'm going to do. Break the stigma. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Yeah, that ball is much higher now. I thought they'd keep it down. Oh no, he's going in all directions. He's going in all directions. All right. I'm waiting to get like a stable connection here. Oh yeah, the confetti, you're right. I wonder how bad that'll be. Because that is a big yeah, there's no way to test this in preparation for the ball drop, is there? Just hope for the best. Ay, ay, ay. All right, well, the ball is up there. It's very high. I don't know why it's so much higher than the numbers, but when did they raise it? Oh, no, Starlink just lost its full connection. I was getting a stable connection for a while, but it got worse. Okay. All right, let's go a little farther back. Let's go a little farther back. Maybe get into the open area over there a little bit. That's a fancy gimbal. It's a Ronin. Yeah, north is behind me, so I was hoping that because you face the ball, and that's what I read, that Starlink favors the north. And I was hoping, because my back would be facing north, that we'd have something, but not yet. I'm actually getting a bit of a signal when I'm facing my back south. So let's see when I get into a different area. I'm going to cross the street to that side, closer to the Swatch store. So let's cross. Yeah, if we were out in the middle of nowhere, that would be a good place for Starlink. And I may not be around for the fireworks this year, but I may be in a place where Starlink could be helpful. So we'll see. Okay. I think the clearest sky is like up the avenue here, so maybe I need to turn around here. Susanna, hello. All right. It's starting to get some service right now. It's contributing bitrate. The third connection here, the third listing of bitrate is Starlink. Oh, it dropped again. I don't know. It's very inconsistent. I'm not on the street, by the way, in case you're wondering. Okay, it's picking up again a little bit. Yeah. It drops a lot. Okay, wait, it's up to 1,000 kilobits. 1,300, okay, I'm not moving now. Maybe it'll stabilize. All right, you know what? Let me take off a glove and start disconnecting connections. I need it to work for like 1 minute, I know. All right, oh, nope. Ah, spoke too soon. I haven't moved, but it just dropped back down to 0. All right. I don't know. Nonchalant Nish said it's cold in NYC. It's gotten warmer in today, actually. Otherwise, it's been cold. Send it back? I might need to. Can I angle it towards the sky? Not really. I'll have to figure it out. I think I can. Let me turn a little bit this way. We were getting a decent connection, even walking up the avenues, east-west, but looks like out here it's just harder. Okay, I'm gonna take off a glove and try something. I'm not gonna disconnect any connections because it's back down to 0, but. First night of September. Oh wait, this direction a little bit. I'm getting a connection again. All right, let me stand right here. I angled my back a little differently. So I know we're looking at a pole. Nope, there it goes again. Well, it's not. It's not okay. It's picking up. Hold on. Nah, it dropped down. All right. Well, let me disconnect T-Mobile for T-Mobile first, and then let me disconnect Verizon. Okay, we're just on Starlink and AT&T. Starlink did not like that big boost in requirements. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna disconnect AT&T now. Everyone, do something. Here it is, Starlink only right now. I don't know if it's working or if you can hear me, but I'm only on Starlink right now. Solo Starlink. Oh, what's happening, guys? It's just Starlink. Oh man, is it working? I'm only on Starlink. This is it. This is Starlink by itself, guys. What's happening? Oh man. So it works? Wow. Wow. That's pretty cool. Let me check the Starlink app. Well, I have to connect to it a certain way. I don't know if I think I have to be. All right. All right. I reconnected. All right, like Bagels and Walks Sean said, we only need it for a minute, right? All right, let me go a little more north. I wonder if angling. Oh no, Broadway's bad. My back looks like those tablets these guys have. Oh, Showtime is setting up. We got to be careful with the music. That doesn't matter now. There was a point where we were doing only Starlink, so that I'd say that's still pretty impressive that it was working in the middle of Times Square without any connections. The question is finding the right spot where I don't get shifted around. And then remember, even at the end, people like started crowding in the middle where I was too. Who knows, like barricaded off, but. Yeah, even getting a little bit on Starlink only is not bad, right? But thankfully, I don't know. I'm hoping with all these other connections. I don't know why it didn't work better this year. With 3 connections, one of which is supposed to be higher priority. I don't know. All right, what if I stand over here? This is where this area right here is where I spent a lot of my time during the ball drop this year. So behind me is kind of clear sky, but it's like a sliver. You know, it's not ideal. The satellite dish needs a pretty big 110 degrees of viewage. So yeah, the ball is really high right now. So let me face this way again and just see what Starlink is doing with the sky behind me. All right, Starlink is contributing a lot more right now. Let me start disabling connections again and see what happens. Ready? Everything's getting disabled except Starlink. 3, 2, 1. Starlink only. Yeah, I was standing right here, and then they kept telling me to move. They closed off this middle section between the 2 stages, and I don't know why. I couldn't figure it out. During the ball drop, bring a giant tripod and just put the dish on it. That's probably the way to do it. It was okay for a little bit. It was okay for a little bit. I just need to turn it on during the ball drop, right? I don't know why he's popping in there. Anyway, we're still getting a connection. Just very little. It is very people-y. All right. Yeah, I could see it disconnecting, so I re-enabled all the other connections. But see, for the ball drop, I don't need to do that kind of a thing. I'm going to keep the other connections on. I'm just hoping Starlink has enough of a connection to fill in the blanks. Yeah, vlog. You should be able to see. Yeah, if there should be. Okay, so there's an Earth cam above Bluefin this way. So if you want to see what my back looks like, if no one stole the Starlink off my back yet, you can see it over there. I'm gonna put my glove back on. I'm using my teeth because that's how you do it. I'll have to re-angle it a different way. I don't think it's angled up enough. I'm gonna have to use some sort of way to prop it up. Or a stick. I think the stick, Vegas and Walk Sean, remember I sent you some backpacks that have a built-in pole? I think that's my next trick. To get a pole where I raise it up above my head and angle it. I think the Earth cam is right up there above Bluefin Seafood and Sushi. So if I turn around, you should be able to see me on it. On the Earth cam. I can bond all my services to Liver Salesman, yes. Can I put the Starlink on my chest? No, that's where I keep my camera. I'm talking about next year, Laura. I'm preparing for the ball drop in 11 months right now. Anyway, so if you see me in the Earth cam, you can see my giant white tablet on my back. I don't know what it looks like for you guys, but I'm sure it's weird. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to have to find one of those backpacks that has a built-in stick where I can mount the dish above my head and actually angle it towards the sky. Because right now, it's just kind of angling back. it's not in an ideal position. It's not in an ideal position right now. We're gonna stop by. Let's stop by the tree while we're here because the tree comes down this weekend at Rockefeller Center. So let's see what's going on. I think lights off very soon. Is it 10 p.m. tonight or tomorrow night? I'm trying to plan it, but planning for Times Square New Year's Eve ball drop for a streamer is just, there's no way to test it, right? There's just no other scenario where everything goes that congested on all the networks at one moment. Like even the fireworks, people are going to record a little bit here and there, but there's no like one, maybe at the end of the fireworks, but it's still not the same as the ball drop. It's just such a situation that's not recreatable, right? I don't know. Is there any way to recreate it? Probably not. You found me on the webcam? Nice. Am I really using Starlink photos? Yeah, if you just look at, I don't know if Earth Cam or Earth, whatever they call it, at Times Square lets you rewind. But if it does, you should be able to see me on there. He saw me on the webcam right away. Nice. But yes, hello photos. Add Big Mata asked if it's the same setup I had as this morning. Yes, except the Starlink. Did not have the Starlink this morning. Prop rod. Are sticks restricted? So usually they do not allow things like umbrellas and sticks for big things like that, but with a press pass normally you're allowed. They usually allow people to bring in tripods and things like that. So it should be okay. Again, I will be my own like satellite streaming network, and it's not, at least right now it's kind of subtle with it just hanging on my back. But if I want it to be usable, I think it needs to face like up and just be pointed at the sky consistently. And I think the stick is going to be the best way to do it. And that's the bottom line. You got a screenshot of my weird setup right now? Nice. It's kind of hard not to... It's hard to not spot a bald guy, or it is hard? No, I'm shiny. Kid Manhattan says the tree is going to be taken down on Sunday. Sunday morning. I don't know if I can use my words right tonight. Something's wrong with my words. Is the Macy's Thanksgiving Day recreatable? In terms of parades, probably not. I don't think there's any other parade here in the city that'll get as much foot traffic. But, the other place I wanted to test is by Central Park West. Central Park South. I had a pretty good spot this year at Central Park South, so I'm hoping because it's just the park there and a lot of open sky, that it's a good spot to have Starlink supplement. The sky is pretty tonight. Sticks have solved many problems throughout humanity, says Toilet Salesman from Twitch. That is true. A stick can be many things. And when you start combining things with sticks, that's how you get microprocessors. You know, maybe with a few steps in between. Or not at all, with completely different materials. Silicon. If my English part of my brain is glitching, I should switch to Russian, maybe. Or it's like when my voice broke and I had to switch to Mickey Mouse mode. Ho-ho! Dex is here. Yeah, right now, even though we have a pretty open avenue behind me, Starlink is not getting a connection. Just in case you're wondering. I am monitoring it closely just to see when it's able to get a little bit more. Dream Machine is here, POVHFR. You could probably use Starlink down there in Georgia for some streaming supplement service too. All right, what about on this avenue, on 6th Avenue? If I face this way and just let the satellite dish face down the street, will it help? But I should cross the street also. I don't want to linger around too long. We got a mission still. I got to get to Central Park. Yeah, I never got a signal there. Okay. I wonder, okay, there's probably still a few seconds. I wonder if I'm in the middle of the street. There's 10 seconds left for the light to change. Let's see, am I going to get some stars? 5 seconds left. 2 seconds left. No. Didn't get a signal. I tried, but didn't get it. There's still a lot of people around, and they're still cutting off traffic. So it's not over yet, not till the tree goes down.
Make out with gut feel.
Nah, it's just a Nightbot setting. It's automatic. I think maybe I have it set for too few emojis for the threshold, but oh well. There's no reason to have to dump that many, I guess. Anyway, but I can pause the Starlink subscription. Oh, you're asking about the gift memberships, Laura. I think you could set it to auto-renew, but I don't know exactly how it works. If you're gifted a membership, it does not auto-renew. Starlink's not going to work in the subway. Not going to work. It needs a pretty clear view of the sky. I don't even think it'll work from a train. It might, but not sure. It's like doubting very strongly. My back just feels so warm right now. I think it's the 3 batteries, and the Starlink one is probably sucking dry very fast. It lasts 4 hours on a 27,000 milliamp hour battery bank. Probably less when it's struggling to connect to a signal for so long. I should check to see the only way I can check to see if it's still working right now is if I actually go to my Wi-Fi and see if it's on. If I can see the Starlink network. Yeah, I see it, but it has no internet access. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, just making sure the Starlink is still like on and trying to do something, and it is. Okay, good to know. Hey, Winty, hello. 30 Rock is on my left right now, yes. Oh man, the Times Square characters still out here, getting the last time with the tree. Sandstone Poe, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you're able to BMX bike. But at least now that the big crowds are gone, they're allowing people to get a little bit closer to the tree. Usually you can't even walk behind it during the high holidays. I can't call it that, but you know what I mean. I am sniffling, but maybe not as much. I don't know, because I'm too interested in whatever we're doing. Oh wow, the moon looks like it's just planted there. Can you see it in this position? Wow. Oh, is Cat Yellow here? Icy in Maryland. Yeah, that moon is nice. The testing went okay, Taxi Cab. We actually got signal in Times Square on the Starlink on my bag, which hopefully is still there. Yeah, I feel it. But I need to go to Central Park now and see if I get it by Central Park South. Actually, maybe I should walk. Yeah, now that it's actually open, we should actually walk back there. Yeah, we should actually walk back there. But the next step is to get a backpack that actually holds up the Starlink in a different way. So I can actually point it directly towards the sky more consistently and actually keep an eye on it versus being on my back and if I lose the connection on it, it's either been stolen or the battery died. Can't go indoors with the Starlink, no. But they also said they're adding like another, I think there's like 6,000 satellites in the Starlink network. And I think I heard they're adding 6,000 more in like this year. So maybe it'll improve our ability to maintain a connection. I don't know. I just have no idea. It's all just a very interesting situation that we've put ourselves in, actually. Trees coming down Sunday is what Joker heard on NBC News. That makes sense. Probably Sunday morning, right? I think they turn off the tree for the last time tomorrow night then? Not tonight. The Starlink work if you go far away from the city. It probably works better. The more unobstructed your sky, the better it works. Bear in the Garden gifted a membership to Gary McGee. It's random. But thank you, Bear in the Garden, for gifting a membership and for your support and metrics, bridge crossings, and extra support. Thank you. Lights off, 10 p.m. Everyone go to bed. Anyway, 5th Avenue coming up. Although I wonder if like I've overdone the Starlink. Maybe it's not even trying to reestablish a connection now. Because whenever I had an open avenue, I was able to get a connection a little bit. Now it's just mad. St. Patrick's. Still a lot of people out here.
In a restaurant.
And I think a lot are still touristing. All right, maybe if we walk up 5th Avenue with the thing facing behind me, something will reestablish. I don't know. Oh. Oh no. Tatted T, hello, happy Friday. How am I bringing it in? Yeah, there's a Starlink dish on my bag. The Starlink device has a built-in Wi-Fi router, but for my setup, I'm not using that. I use an Ethernet cord because it has one Ethernet port, and I run it to the Bella box. Yeah, it is not able to establish a connection right now. I don't know why. I'm not sure why. It was on other streets that were narrower than this one. Oh well. That's another reason why I think I would want to keep the battery in my pocket so I can unplug it and plug it in whenever I need to. That way I can just reboot it faster. We tested speed right at the beginning when I was facing the river. We got like, I don't know, less than 100 down, but I think 8 to 10 up, which was not bad. I don't need it to give me the full upload, I just need it to give me some. Oh boy. That mail truck is pulling some business. So I would say there's still a bit of traffic here. What would you say? Again, the bus lanes, I don't know why I said it again. I didn't say it the first time. The bus lanes are on this side. So they're a little emptier, but the cars aren't supposed to go on this side. You were tough on someone, don't worry. We'll see. They might prove that it was deserved. The Starlink Mini is a bit bigger, dimensions-wise, than like a piece of paper. I think it's like 10 by 12 inches, and then at its thickest part, 1.4 inches. You think the budget truck is turning? No. Neither's Kia. The battery life just depends on my... Oh, where's that guy going? What is he doing? That guy was not smart. Anyway. PC Gameware's having too many mod issues. Good luck. The thing is though, yeah, like it's weird that people announce their departure and that's the first thing they say. Like, you haven't said anything yet, why say anything at all? Just leave. It's just really weird. I just want attention. Pay attention to me. My parents didn't love me enough. Oh, too far, sorry. We got the best mods ever. That wasn't for me. Carl Franz with the first time chat. You have no social awareness. Isn't it? It's funny you say that because I think I would say you have no social awareness based on that being your first message to somebody on a live stream. Yeah, people need to look in a mirror every once in a while. Anyway, do I use a SIM card for? No, there's no SIM card for Starlink. It's direct to the satellites, and the service is all through the network that way. There might be some snow tomorrow, yeah. But I'm working. And in the morning is when I do the most work on the weekends, when I have to work. The King of Comments is here. Glad you're enjoying. You know what you said. Again, what you said means nothing. You don't explain anything. It means nothing without context. Selkova says, "How am I not a voice actor? I'm so good." I think your words are too kind. I would love to be a voice actor. That sounds very fun. I'm sure it's hard still, but I would love to try it. You have no social awareness, baseball cap. Nice. Am I on YouTube too? A Krakatoa. Yes. We are simultaneously streaming to several platforms: YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Rumble. Anyway, you could let the Carl guy stay if you want. I want to know what he's doing. Social awareness is a social construct. Absolutely. Absolutely. Western North Carolina is getting a bunch of snow. But they don't have an Elon Musk. Elon Musk mask. Elon Musk mask? Oh yeah, they still have the elevators pop through. Trying to avoid the photos, but they have too much of a gap. And we gotta walk. Anyway, Louis Vuitton still did a really good job with their facade. That's still up. I hope they keep it during the, as long as they have their construction. Superman, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Do I have a TikTok or OnlyFans? Those are a little different. I don't really do anything on TikTok. I do have one, but I paused on it a long time ago because I thought it might get banned, but now I'm not so sure that's going to happen. I like my suitcase. I like my suitcase. Suitcase. I like my suitcase. Sorry. I have only pants. Yes. rubber pants outfit of the day. All right, I think I want to turn around in the next street because I haven't gotten a signal for a while, and I'm hoping that's an open sky right there. So if I turn across the street and I turn around, I'm hoping I can reestablish a connection on the Starlink. Superman's enjoying the street. I mean, this is one of the big New York City tourist streets. They keep it extra nice. Very clean. OnlyFans is where my lack of social awareness really shines. Jetlag Johnny's back on Twitch. Hello. Are there public pools in New York City? They do have some. Asher Levy is one on 23rd by the FDR Drive. But I don't usually go swimming that often. Is Starlink good so far? It's tough in the city. It's tough in the city. And while it was pretty good at reestablishing a connection randomly, like I was actually able to get some random connections on 42nd Street, it has not been able to reestablish it over here. I'm going to turn around when I cross the street and just stand there for a second, see what happens. Susan Klein, hello. Yeah, we're able to maintain pretty decent resolution thanks to my other connections. So as soon as this light changes, we'll cross the street. I'll turn around and see if we can get us some more connection reestablished, just to see if we can. Look, Robbies are back. All right. I think right around here I'll turn around. North Face, B&H, Sbarro, and Starlink. I'm going to stand on this little platform and turn around. Okay. Plaza Hotel. Let's see what happens. It's not looking good. I think I would have to... So this is probably a chance that I would take if I had the battery in my pocket to unplug and replug the Starlink. It probably needs a reboot at this point. But I'm watching it. It looks like the numbers are not changing. Elon would sponsor me to become my co-commuter. Uh-oh. Danielle in Argentina, hello. This is bad. Yeah, for some reason it stopped connecting. I wonder why. So let me try something. You're always lurking around somewhere, Wolfie? Nice. I sense your presence. Yeah, it says checking for internet access, doesn't see it. Go back to the Starlink app. Nope, that's speed test, not Starlink. Yeah. Doesn't want to connect. Interesting. Starlink antenna unreachable. Try rebooting your Starlink hardware. Yeah. Can I do it from here? Probably not, right? Yeah, I can't connect to it. Oh, slide to reboot? I wonder if this will reboot the whole thing. Probably just the router part, not the Starlink part. What the heck happened to my phone? Started doing something weird. Okay. It did reboot, but it's not reestablishing any signal. Yeah, it was doing pretty well for like the first half, and then it just stopped. I don't know why. I don't know why it stopped getting connection, even in open areas. That's why I need to have the battery in my pocket so I can more easily control the reboot portion. Otherwise, I have to dig around my backpack. There's no other way to do it, because if I can't get a connection, I can't reboot it through the phone. Oh well. Well, now we know. Days are getting longer, right? It's 5:20. You can still see some daytime left. Yeah, it's gone. I don't know why. Let me... Okay, maybe it's worth rebooting it just to see, because we want to see if it gets a connection over here by Central Park. So let me try. Let me go to the bench so I can actually have a little room and not break anything, and then we're going to try. That is a big pile of doo-doo. All right. On the roof of the Plaza Hotel, probably pretty well. I want to... Oh, now we're... Strange. Yes, I am going to try turning it off and on again. I was going to keep the battery in my pocket to do it easier, but figured for this stream we're just going to keep it on the whole time. But no. Here we go. I'm taking off my backpack with the Starlink on it. Because I can try to just unplug it from the Starlink itself. That might be easier. Yeah, it's still getting battery. All right, let me unplug the battery. There we go. All right, I'm rebooting it manually, and I want to put the thing back on. Okay, and I'm gonna keep facing it north. Okay. Let's see how long this takes to do anything. Nothing yet. I guess I should connect to the Starlink Wi-Fi, and that'll make it more definitive. Yeah, it's checking for internet access. It's just not getting it now. Interesting. I wonder what's going on. Not able to reestablish a connection. Something weird's going on with it. I don't know what it is. Don't know why. Anyway, I mean, Central Park is behind me and an open sky. So, why it won't connect, I can't tell you. Should I try, like, let me try, like, you know what? Let me try taking off the backpack, just facing it to the sky. Because it's pretty, well, it's not that open, but let me try that. Because it shouldn't be overheating either. It's, not that hot out. Okay, I'll put it out this way and then face it up more. In the direction of the sky behind the park. Yeah, nothing. Can I show what it looks like? Yeah. This is what it's been like on my backpack. Let me show you. Oh, it just got a connection again, a little bit. I saw the numbers go up. So it does need to face the sky, I think. It does need to face the sky. That's one of the issues. But then it stopped getting connection again. I don't know. But that's the Starlink. Yeah, now it got a connection. Okay, so it has to really face the sky. I need to get that backpack with the pole. It's got the connection when it's like this. When it's like this, it's getting a connection. 1,000, yeah, it's getting a connection. I'll disable the other services now and see. All right, forget it. So I need that backpack. I need it. I need it to be up. Temporary blip. There. Okay. I only found one YouTube channel, and I used to watch her stuff before. I actually like her tech videos, nothing but tech. And she actually did take a Starlink into the city, but she never did Times Square. And that's where we need it. Geosynchronous satellites off and south from here. Yeah, I should have faced it the other way, but I think facing it directly up is my best bet in New York, because there's all the buildings and things. Facing directly up is my best bet. Actually, right now I'm getting a signal behind me. Yeah, right now I'm getting a pretty good signal. Somehow it reestablished. Okay, I'm getting a signal right now. It's decent. Yeah, I know it needs to be more north, and that's where I was facing it for a while. Hold the backpack like Simba. Yes, that'll do it, I think. Bagels and Walks is probably going to make a Starlink hat. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these days I just ran into him in the park and he handed me this hat with a Starlink mount and said, "You better wear this." Yeah, I'm going to need, as trees are bad, I'm going to need to get the backpack with a pole mount. I got to get that backpack. That's my only chance. Elon Musk has to solve this. I can't walk with a backpack facing the sky. Oh, yes, I can, and I will. I guess I'm just going to go behind them since they want to be in the crosswalk. I'm going to get that backpack that has the pole that comes out of the... It's like close to your armpit and then comes above your head, and then mount the dish to it. That's my only chance. Mounting it on a drone that follows me around, man, that's a pretty heavy payload for a drone. Also, can any drone hold stuff above the propellers? I'm actually getting some Starlink signal right now, somehow. I guess it's coming off to the side from the scaffolding. But yeah, I'm getting like 600 kilobits right now. Weird. It's dropping off finally, but that was still interesting. And if Bagels and Walk Sean gets his way, it will be on a hat at some point. But I do want to try that backpack, because a backpack would be an interesting solution for it. Roxanne, you're in LA. Hopefully you're doing okay out there. What's for dinner? I don't know, actually. I don't know. I think there's probably some leftovers at home I could finish, too. Oh, Roxanne, thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate your support, Roxanne. Again, I hope you are safe out there in California. Was the Starlink purchase worth it? Inconclusive. It seems to get a signal in Times Square, which is part of the battle. But now we need to see if we can stabilize it by angling it towards the sky more effectively. Because right now, on my backpack, I don't have much control over how it angles, and I can't see it. So it can change. But if I can have it on a stick on my backpack, in theory, we can have a more stable connection. Or point it consistently to the sky, not just behind me. So I will find out. But I have to find the right. I know I linked one to Bagels and Walk Sean before. I got to find that one again, and try to do it again. All right, now we're walking on 6th Avenue going south. So my back is facing north, which again is supposed to be one of the more ideal locations to face the Starlink. And it is getting a little bit of service right now. 200 kilobits, 300, 400, 500. Oh, it's getting a stronger signal. It's over 1,000 now. Interesting. A mortar board? What is that? I mean, I think the good thing about some of those backpacks is they're also pretty weather resistant, so hopefully it'll just be good for my setup in general. But so much for having a more compact streaming setup for when I'm not carrying my entire work bag. Oh, it's a graduate. Oh, is that what a mortarboard is? Graduate. That's what they're called. Huh. No Starlink's live streaming during thunderstorms. How am I going to get that shot of the lightning striking me then? Oh yeah, they shouldn't have gone. They should not have gone. It's interesting. All the times I've ever heard them just being called cap and gown, I've never heard anybody say mortarboard. When it comes to tech, walking commuter, better than Marquez Brownlee? I don't know about that. I think the difference between us is he has access to much more, the ability to spend much more indiscriminately. Disposable income, disposable being a big word. Thought Travel Starlink mini connection tested last night at 247 megabits. Yeah, apparently it can go fast. And it's getting faster too. It's getting better, right? And they're putting out more satellites. Does having more satellites also increase the speed or just the stability? I'm assuming stability, but I guess potentially both. Just balance it on my head. Yes. I do shush the cars sometimes, I know. It's a thing. It doesn't need to be, but I make it one. Yeah, and I was just walking in the street a little bit and I got a signal again from Starlink. I don't know what happened before. I was so inconsistently. I guess just having the ability to reboot it seems to be important. Very important. So it has to be in my pocket. Julie BOG, good evening. Paints looks like a pizza box. I gotta look into if it's possible to actually cover it up a little bit. It's just so bright. But if it's gonna be sticking or sitting on the top of a, where's this guy going? If it's gonna be sitting on the top of a stick, I guess it doesn't matter at that point anymore. Is this animal control show any good? Oh, is this show any good? Doc. It's just called Doc. Do I like Soccer Team USA? I don't really follow soccer. It's probably a great way to do that. Thought travel, like get a strong network far away from like your main house, if there's no way to get access from your main internet. But it's also probably something pretty interesting to have. Especially, is there a satellite dish? Satellite dish. Is there a solar power that will be strong enough to power the Starlink? I imagine it would still have to have a battery that it charges, but is there a way to set it up so that it could just stand alone? Because that would be an interesting thing, because if you have a completely off-grid thing that's not reliant on anything, you could still get internet and do stuff. That would be pretty cool. Really much Coco Melon now. I'm glad we're done with Coco Melon. She doesn't watch that anymore. or listen to any of the songs or anything. I do like professional wrestling. Man, oh yeah, Cobra Kai, man. I did not expect the season of Cobra Kai to end the way it did. That was dark. I did not expect that. Is that the season? That was mid-season, right? Or whatever it was. Animal Control is not bad. You had a mortarboard hat, an undergrad, and a floppy-colored hat for a PhD. Oh yeah, like almost like one of those beret-looking things, right? We're thinking it's like Scrubs. Starlink is supposed to help me with congestion. I'm only going to use it during certain situations if I can get it to work more consistently. I think having the backpack with a stick on it is going to be the way. It's going to definitely make me look like something, but it is what it is, you know? Yeah, I want a strong signal for big events that can get very congested, like the ball drop, like the parades. With the Thanksgiving one probably being the worst of them all.
Oh, wait.
Oh, your main router has too many devices? Interesting. I think you can support up to like, you know, depending on the strength of your access points, a couple hundred. My main actual router is one I built as a PF Sense box with overkill hardware, but I'm going to use that for as long as I can. It's 10 gigabit capable also, and all I have to do to upgrade it to more is just swap out the SFP cards for something that supports more. Because otherwise it should, well, PF Sense eventually it craps out because of the way that it handles high-speed connections, but I should be able to handle more with the horsepower it has than 10. Oh well. I am actually getting Starlink signal as we walk south. Still. It's been pretty consistent, contributing to the stream. I'm curious to see how much data I have used after this. That will give us an idea of how much it was actually working for the stream. Now it just died fully. Zero contribution. Emergency, emergency. I know that song, Taxi. I've heard it in enough of those TikToks. The Starlink help with bladder issues. I guess I could use it to direct a stream, if that makes sense. Unintended use, though. Not officially supported. Congestion and phlegm, maybe. one of those two. Have I had a smash burger? I think I have. Yeah, I have actually, yes. But we have like different types of smash burgers now too. A lot of other places just smash their burger, but they're not at a restaurant called Smash Burger, but here's one of the Magnolia locations. Starlink can boost bridge walks. I don't know about that. You know where Starlink might be good on, actually? Governor's Island. People always say Governor's Island has really bad service. I don't know, the next time we'll have an event to go to on Governor's Island, but it would be good to have something to try to maintain a connection. This is still pretty crowded in terms of traffic, but we did also just turn on congestion pricing this past weekend. Some have said it might have made a difference. I'm not sure yet. I think it might be too soon to tell. It's still very close to the new year, and it was very cold this week. So if people could stay home, they probably did stay home. We should get a better idea in the next few months. And I don't think it's going to make a huge difference in the middle of the holiday season either, because it's the holiday season. If people are going to come, they're going to come. We'll see. I think it's more because of the street closures and just people spilling over into the streets, though. Elon's take on quinoa? Ooh. Inquiring minds.
With the guys.
I think one of the issues with all of these Elon companies isn't Tesla the only one that's public right now? So like, if one of his spaceships explodes, Tesla stock is probably going to suffer. Or if every Starlink satellite breaks, the Tesla stock's going to suffer. I don't really know how it works. I'm not a finance. Powerball is 260 backwards F million. Probably not too much longer vlog. I don't really know the best way to describe a smash burger. It's like a burger patty that's been compressed down with like a mallet and smashed down. Really. Oh, this one's too hot. Hold on a second. There we go. But yes, it's also a burger chain. Hey, we got some friends over from Nico Niku. Welcome, Raiders. Thanks for the raid, Nico Niku on Twitch. Also good on Rikers Island. Oh boy. But thanks everyone for joining me from Nico Niku's stream. Thanks for sending over your friends. Kojak Dinho, thanks for the follow. Sorry, I'm a little behind on my chats. Not getting any Starlink signal. Nope, right now I am. Just said it and it started happening. We are not a financer. We are not a politics. We are a walk. Yes. So the Starlink, okay, for those just joining, I am testing Starlink today. It is not my sole connection. The way I have it working is I have a Bella Box device in my backpack. So I have 4 connections to it right now. AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and Starlink. Starlink right now is the 3rd connection here, so it's getting a little bit of service, but it's been very up and down because I keep, walking in front of lamp posts, under scaffolding, bus stops, block the signal a little bit. So it's not a consistent view of the sky. I need a backpack with a pole on it that directs the Starlink as much at the sky as it can, just directly above me. I think it's my best bet for signal at this point, because on my bag right now it's just kind of facing backwards. A little bit angled up, but not much. Not enough. At one point in Times Square, I was able to set it to be the only provider for my internet, and it worked for a little while. But I think if I can angle it better, keep it maintained at the sky, can I say it like that? You know what I mean. I think it might be even better. So that's my next step. We're not done yet. Proc, thanks for the follow. On Twitch. Alti-Hex, hello. Hello, hello. Miss Nita, thanks for the 500 bits. On Twitch, appreciate your support. Glitch Gaming, thanks for the follow. Connection inside would not work. Starlink is very clear that it needs a direct view of the sky. And to be like ideal, it needs a 110 degree view with no obstruction. So if there's trees, you could do a scan of your sky with the phone, the app, and it'll tell you. And if you do not have a fully clear view, it'll tell you it's not going to be the ideal situation. But still, if you're driving in an open road, it'll work when you're moving quickly too, which is kind of cool. It just needs to be an unobstructed sky. As they deploy more satellites, maybe it'll be better. I don't know if they'll change the technology at all so that it bounces off stuff better. I have no idea. Probably not. I think that's just too much for that to work. Yeah, Strawberry Fields. Somebody mentioned that before. I was thinking about it. It's kind of a strong it's a high payload for a drone. And then I don't know if you can maintain something on top of the propellers. Maybe. Thanks, Strawberry Fields. Appreciate the kind words. I wonder how much longer the pedicabs are going to be doing this. I think they go year round and just increase in density during the holidays. They are indeed different, Jim, but because they're all under Elon's thing, if one thing goes bad, I'm sure it'll affect the others, you know? At least the ones that are publicly facing, publicly traded companies. Bryant Park's on my left. I'm just kind of walking by it. But I'm getting a pretty decent signal right now on Starlink. Now, as soon as I said it, no, it's kind of hanging on. It hasn't dropped down to 0. That's when I know it's gone fully. Still, though, it's kind of interesting. If I can face it up directly, is he going to try to run me over? Nope. Not going to do that. Yeah, I haven't done the 360 camera in a while. I should. Oh, Biggs and Sean sent me something. I got to look at it later. I'm sure it's going to be something I have to buy, right? I am spreading tech to people who wouldn't normally even know about this kind of stuff. Yes, Allie, see? We're all learning. And I get to learn about stuff from you guys too. So it's a win-win. Is the Bryant Park subway stop in really bad shape? I haven't been in that stop in a while. Oh, I have to check it out myself. Justin, probably too many trees. I think I'll test Central Park with the Starlink when I get the backpack. The backpack might be it just might be better in general. I think I need it to point up. Call Elon, just tell me to give me my own satellite. I should. Yes, Salty Hex. I'm going to test smoke signals and how they help. I think so. Nothing's outside of the realm of possibilities when it comes to technology and this channel. We get weird sometimes. Well, we get weird every time, but you know what I mean. Oh, we can still cross. Little commuter burst there. Nitro. Do I know anyone that's been sick after the holidays? I mean, yeah, I know a couple people that got sick, but they have different things, it seems. One cheese slice, $2. I thought I was gonna get sick after the Times Square thing, but I was okay. Now that I said that, though, probably gonna get bad. But it can't happen. It can't happen this weekend because I gotta work. Which part of would you say? Would you say I'm more Midtown South now, maybe? Got a little bit of a connection now again. Ryan Seacrest job, yeah, that's probably the best way. I mean, honestly, the better option also, or another potential option, is to use, to scope Times Square out and get the Wi-Fi, the password-protected Wi-Fi of all the businesses around it. Like, get friendly with the employees and actually get like their main Wi-Fi, and just be near one of their buildings and use that as the signal. That's probably the best bet if you want to talk best bet. I know we've talked about that before too. Locality that I might say, I usually use StreetEasy for all my map or neighborhood distribution division things, but I guess it's another one. Coleman, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Ooh, sorry to hear, LTX. Yeah, it makes it even tougher. You gotta be extra careful with that kind of stuff. Get friendly with the employees' gift card collection. Nice. Yeah, I feel like you gotta get sick at some point. Because if you don't get sick, you also don't build up antibodies, you know? But there are, of course, populations that really cannot get sick because of immunocompromised, as said. But yeah. There's a bus turning. We're okay. Lights red. For the cars, I mean. Macy's on my right. They've already taken down all their holiday decorations. I mean, it's already January 10th, but yeah. I do sometimes hear people talking different languages, yeah. The farther away we get from it, well, no, even then, you still hear a lot. IGG. Sometimes it's IGM. Other times it's IGA. They all have their functions. Some are short term, some are long term. Photos helping us learn and explaining things, always good. Thank you, Photos. Niobe, hello. As Photos said, people in chat also speak other languages. Taxi, maybe, maybe not sure yet. I think this week is too soon to tell. We'll know better in the coming weeks. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. I hate throwing up so much, but you do feel so much better after you do. It's true. Getting an invite to live stream from one of the Times Square buildings. That's another option, yeah. I don't know that we have the influencer power number-wise for that yet, but maybe. I mean, Link NYC was also on our radar as something to like try to tap into, but you just keep disconnecting from it in random spots. And I think sometimes you have to reestablish. I think they call it a captive portal in tech speak. So whenever you have to join a free Wi-Fi and it has its own login screen, it's called a captive portal, I believe. I'm getting a Starlink signal right now, actually. Interesting. On 34th Street, facing, my back is facing west, and we're getting Starlink signal. Let's see, you even get onto the 1,000 kilobit range. Interesting. Hey, Vet. Good evening. Yeah, hotel's probably right. I can't get the hotel guest Wi-Fi though. That guest Wi-Fi is always limited, and you have to like log in with your room number or whatever. I need to get the employee Wi-Fi. Uh-oh, I lost YouTube chat on my stream app. That's sad. It makes me sad. That means I can't monitor anything. Well, I think we're done monitoring Starlink anyway, but still. All right, I guess I gotta alter the way I do this. I have to split screen between this and this. Raise this up that way. Uh-oh. Didn't work right. Why? It's like not reloading. Weird. There's Fifth Avenue. About to cross it under the Empire State Building right now. Let me focus on crossing the street first. We're right under it right now. You can see that. Okay. A sympathy puker, oh boy. That's tough. Yeah, Andy, yeah, it does help contribute to the revenue for the stream, for sure. But if you have YouTube Premium and you watch the channel, YouTube knows when somebody with YouTube Premium is watching, and they also contribute some of the YouTube Premium revenue to the stream when you're watching a channel and you have YouTube Premium. So it's even if you have YouTube Premium to suppress the ads when you watch a stream, it still helps the creator. I still don't know enough about Blue Sky. Good workout clothes at H&M, Sharpie Fields approves. It's hard for me to read the chat now. It's all very small in a little corner of my screen. Oh well. Everyone actually stayed and waited for the ambulance to go. That's nice. You can hook me up with the IHG hotels, Chris? Ooh. I might have to take you up on that. If I can get access to the employee Wi-Fi, all I really need is access to the proper employee Wi-Fi. I don't even have to be in the hotel, really. I just need to be near it. Oh, most of the Wi-Fi hotels connected to the points program. Interesting. I don't think I have any. I don't travel enough as of late, so I don't really have any points to spare. Unless I can convert my Chase. I probably have a bunch of Chase reward portal points that I can convert them. Interesting. Interesting. I'm having deja vu or Zero asking about Twitter or Blue Sky. Dual cam, I haven't done it in a while. I don't think I can set that up again. In theory, I could set it up with 2 Bella boxes. Although I think somebody was testing a modification to the Bella Box software that allows for 2 streams in one. The other option is having OBS and 2 Bella boxes and just running 2 streams into OBS and let that configure them into a single output. Oh, it'd be very costly to leverage salesman. That's why I'd rather just get the Wi-Fi. Do I switch glasses with the clear lenses? I don't even use the AR glasses anymore. It got too dark. And they have not transition lenses, but they have those lenses with the... I used to know what it was called. Where it blocks it electrostatically or whatever. And I tried to use it on the most transparent mode, but it was still too dark. Convert my points into magic beans. That'll do it. Not polarized, because it's like the ones where you press the button and it like changes the transparency, kind of like those office windows that can be opaque. Do I play online games? I played Path of Exile for a little while, but I've been kind of more back into Pal World. I think I'm almost done getting all this stuff now. The only thing I really have to do is breed up pals with the best traits. I think everyone had trouble this year with the live stream at the ball drop, except Live Walking NYC. He had a stable stream through the ball drop. I also imagine not everybody would be willing to share their tricks of the trade. We test everything and we're just pretty transparent about all the things we do. For the most part. Except maybe occupation. How's the apartment hunt going? It's slow. There's only so much we can do, and I think we're going to end up just renting again. Probably makes the most sense. We'll dump a couple offers on a couple of cheap places that we're okay with, and then see what happens. But I imagine it's not going to work. Getting a condo will be easier, but condos tend to be more expensive up front, and then co-ops tend to cost less, but have higher maintenances. But co-op boards are much more restrictive than condos. Also, when you buy a co-op, you're not buying the apartment, you're buying shares in the building. It's a different thing. Indian food for dinner? No, I think there's like food at home. We're gonna finish off some things we got at home. So I think we're gonna do that. I gotta save money if I keep buying all these satellite dishes. Lorenzo, thanks for the follow on Twitch. When Andy wins Powerball, gonna buy a unit in your mom's old building. Nice. Buy two. I'll move in next door. Happy Carper, thanks for the follow on Twitch too. Anyway, we're probably going to do a bit of a rolling stop soon. Ooh, a lot of people cut out their trees already. Who's the better cook? Definitely not me. Definitely not me. Anyway, I think that was I wouldn't say a 100% successful test of Starlink, but maybe at that point, 30% success. If it doesn't work right during a light Times Square day, then there's little chance of it working right during the big Times Square day, which is New Year's. However, we weren't facing it directly up. It's on my backpack facing angled just behind wherever I'm standing. So there's an opportunity there. So you got to get one of those backpacks with a stick on it. Anyway. But I could say that we used Starlink at one point in the stream solo from Times Square. Even if it was only for, half a minute or whatever, we still got Starlink to work a little bit in Times Square by itself, just stream. I think that's still pretty cool. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed that a little bit. Because I'm not using Starlink all by itself, thankfully the stream, for the most part, wasn't complete garbage. But it can contribute where needed, which I think is the best deal you can get with Starlink. I don't know exactly what's going on here with the cars, but they're coming now, so we're going to wait. Time to add scaffolding to the backpack, essentially. That's true, Twisted Metal. We did have a stream with lovely people in the chat. We can chalk it up as a success, despite whatever Starlink did. We need a Starlink sponsorship? We do. Somebody call Elon. Maybe he could send a wider dish and call it elongated. Sorry. Well, let's see. Let me check who's live on Twitch right now in general. I gotta take off my glove for this. Oh boy. Stream manager. Raid channel. Let me send it over to All Day. I haven't sent to Raid. I haven't seen him in a little while. Let me send it over to All Day NYC. Send him over. Also, can I re-enable my chat for like the last second? George Test, thanks for the follow. Hey, hold on a second. I just got to reconnect to YouTube chat, or try to anyway. Yay, got YouTube chat back. Nice. At least for the end. Strawberry Fields says low expectation for anything Elon. Oh boy. Anyway. Thanks everyone for popping into this test stream. We got Starlink. We're not there yet. Let's see what we can do with better angles next time. It's going to take a little while for things to come in. I'm sure I could take it off my backpack and play around with it, but I think it's too much out in the middle of Times Square to like futz around with a satellite dish, I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I'd rather not. Not that it's much better when it's sticking on an end of a long pole. Anyway, thanks folks for hanging out during this test of Starlink. It was still a good time I had anyway. Hopefully you did too. But I always appreciate your support, your super chats, super stickers, PayPal, Patreon, memberships. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you, not subscribers. Thank you too. But if you're listening and not subscribed, please think about it. It helps us out. Followers on Twitch, thank you. New followers, welcome. If you haven't followed yet, but you're listening, think about it. It helps us out. Also, thanks for the subscribers on Twitch, which are equivalent to memberships. Appreciate you. Thanks for your thumbs back on YouTube, and thanks to the mods everywhere. It may or may not snow a little bit tomorrow still. Again, I'm working, but if I can finish everything and it is snowing, we'll see if we can get out there. But who knows? So I'm sure somebody will be out there. So if you're interested in seeing snow in NYC, there might be some tomorrow, and I'm sure somebody's going to try to get out there and get it. So if it's not me, tune in, find somebody, they'll be out there. Anyway, have a great rest of the night. If I don't see you until Monday, Murphsworth, thanks for the follow. Have a great weekend, and our next commute is Monday morning, as long as I don't get sick. And Addie Ruby, thanks for the follow too. So until next time, whenever that might be, if it's Monday or the weekend, whatever it is, just hang tight, and we'll see each other again soon. Have a good one.